Hello gamers, hello noobs. Welcome to game 32 and with me is a player who loves 1.4 hammer and he proves it every time by unpicking him. He does it so much that even Manu knows. But he's powerful and a captain of Adios Pingu. Also, it's not his first time as a captain too. Under his command, his troops dominated the sturdy for the first few days, having close to 100 win rate. He has balls of steel as Merlin and sharp wits as Spy and VT and Percival. Damn, I wish to be like him. To be like Crouton.
Wow, what an intro. That was amazing. I actually do want to say for the record that I've ditched the 1.4 as 1.1 strat.
Oh,
I'm
you
a I'm a
did?
new man now. Yes, just recently.
Wow.
It's actually funny. I realized it in the bullet game that I played last night when
Mm-hmm.
I saw 1.1 pick 1.4, and I was like, that feels spyish, but that's what I do is every single time. So I decided to switch it up,
It's
and I
like,
won the first game. I got shot the
oh
first game that
wow.
I didn't do it. So Crouton doesn't pick 1.4. Shoot him.
Wow. Uh, that's
Well, we got a good one here
I don't know
today. I'm
what to
glad that you
say
got me on
here.
for this one. Yeah, it was an immature strat. I've improved my ways.
That's like I hope it works out for you.
Yeah, I just started to feel kind of limited sometimes too, as to like when I actually do want to pick something
Mm-hmm.
that will like even as spy to make sure that M2 isn't clean, or as Merlin or Percy to give good info.
I see. Alright, we have actually 1.5 already. Pingu is on picking Armtor. 1.4 hammer. And Arm is off picking the 1.4 is a repick of 1.2, a mirror. So here you don't really have a good pick. I'll probably pick between Rough Raid and Duck.
Um, yeah, I think 1.3 is the most interesting pick. Um, it does like I don't know that it necessarily follows naturally. So yeah, Duck is a good pick here. Like his 1.1 info was copied throughout
Mm-hmm.
M1, so I think it makes sense to go with the guy that set the tone.
Well, he does pick Duck, and this team has actually only one. No, it has two ads. It could be bottom, it could be right hand side and Duck.
Yeah, JSM off picked hammers,
Mm-hmm.
so
No,
he
he
wouldn't be
didn't.
an ad to
He
whoever
didn't
is
off
picked.
pick hammers. He off picked just. Wait, he did. Oh, you're right. He actually did off pick hammers.
Yeah, yeah. So no matter what Baz picks there,
Oh, that's
JSM is gonna add that 1+1.
that's an interesting pick.
Yeah, it is. Well, it is the inverse of 1.1, so it's kind of
Uh-huh.
rezzing Duck a bit because Duck could be spy, including spy mate in his off pick, but by eliminating that, it does res Duck a little bit to pick that.
Okay, so
But yeah,
Ref is holding a pick, and Bajanov says, "Here comes the crazy pick, character power. What is this?
this is not courageous, is it?
Character.
This is.
What is this even? What about character power?
I think he's asking Duck to choose courage or power.
Yeah, but like, the fuck? Where does it come from?
I don't know. I do not know. Um, yeah, I think seeing M1+1 fail will make JSM look good,
This is
but
something I didn't really expect. This is like a chilling pick. Like I did 1.2, but I don't want to be loud. I don't want to all in on 1.2.
yeah. 1.2 is a little like interesting because you wouldn't think that he's like Rez and Hammers are two spies to be doing that to, block himself off mission and make it so likely that M2 will be clean when he picks 1.2. So I think the
Well,
idea of Baz Arm to Rez with JSM Spy like doesn't really add up to me.
the thing is, cruising here, like, I don't know if right Hansai and Dak is very viable now with JSM not accusing, Graph not accusing, and usually when you are 2.1 spy, you usually accuse because you open up other accusers.
Yeah, and I don't think JSM picks 1.2 on right hand side duck
It's
or on bottom.
unlikely. It's unlikely. So just
It seems
add to
like
this would
really
be just
against his.
bottom, but this fails. I fucking
Yeah,
knew it. How did I know that?
we should know that fails. I think like JSM Spy World is with Baz or Arm.
It could be with Duck.
I don't know that he picks that like that 1.2 to encourage clean so heartily, you know?
Hmm. Oh, because he removes himself from being picked.
Yeah, like he can't get on M1 now, so now there's only one other spy that can save the game from M2 clean.
But what else can he do though? Like off-pick Duck and Pingu? No, off-pick. What other
I
1.2 does
would
he
say I'll
have?
pick Duck and Baz or Duck and Arm.
Oh yeah, so. Oh, by the way, 3.1 is a pick rate with Pingu solo wapping.
Yeah,
And it
notable.
was square, and now Ref is picked again, but Pingu isn't. And we are like fuck M1s because 3.2 has. Oh no, actually, I was thinking it's left hand side Pingu, so it had good M1s. But JSM is rejecting. Well, JSM just got thrashed by Basharov. Sure, that would make him call thrash. Because one M2. No, it could be zigzag.
Well, I think with the way M1s went, Pinku can definitely app 3.1 because it overrides him. You know, it's like his M1 would be the first wrong. I don't know that I see like how the others reject it so easily. I'm
Why
sure
is
Baz can
Baz
pick
pick
it, but
rejecting? Yeah, exactly.
I don't know that JSM should be rejecting it.
So we
I think
have top
JSM might be
picked.
some kind of PR. And then JSM solo rejects 3.2 anti-ping arm.
JSM did get himself a ticket for free,
I
but
don't know
he's
how
not picking
left-hand side
zigzag.
Baz is rejected. I feel like that's such a team to see right now.
Yeah,
3.2.
left hand side armature even could be picked here. Like, why is Pingo picked? Is he like
Yeah.
maybe this solo app because it usually makes you look bad.
Well, JSM is just going to reject everything.
What is he rejecting for? Oh, and
To
he
pick
picked instantly.
this,
This is accusing 1.1 or 1. Which I'm
3.
1.3. Yeah, yeah, yeah. At least one of them. Forgot which. And this was rejected by Pingu now.
And Pingu is the only one that
And he's
rejects.
still repicking.
Oh, and then he insta repicks. Well, I guess it's good because I think the table feels JSM is res, so now he gets critical hammer.
And
Or
he picks
this is clean.
clean.
Wow, what is JSM's role here?
Wow, JSM. That's some
How is
powerful play,
JSM
man.
rejecting all of that 3.1 to 3.3 and then slamming clean?
And he instant slammed clean. Like he wanted to see it, when the game started pretty much.
Yeah, this is tough. I feel for these spies. Um, Let me review through picks and see if there's any clear standouts.
Hmm. So 3 point.
Everything JSM did is so strong. 1.2 into 2.3, and then just rejecting all M3s to pick clean. I don't think Pingu is going to be Merlin. I don't think. Maybe he does reject
But
it,
why
knowing that
is
he has
Armter
hammer,
off?
and if he gets enough
Like
apps,
after
he can just
3.1,
repick.
Armter isn't picked at all, and then he's picked with Pingu. Yeah, I don't think it's Pingu shouldn't be shot. Like he could be Merlin, but it's not something you're gonna shoot here, right? Joe, on the other hand, he did quite a lot.
Well, I don't see how I mean JSM to Pingu can definitely reject 3.1, right? Because Pingu doesn't pick 1.3 after 1.2 being correct. So JSM can know that Square isn't Pingu's team. And then anti-ping Armthur is anti-both Merlins then.
I
So he can
mean, the
reject
thing
3.2
is,
on that
so
basis.
Pingu's team would be left hand side and Pingu after 1.2. But he's
Well,
instantly picking 3.4. How?
I don't see what you mean. Pingu's team wouldn't be left-hand side and
Well, Pingu's picking bad at 1, right? He's on picking
yeah,
Morgana if he's Merlin. And that would mean to
right.
JSM
Okay, I
that,
see what
hey,
you mean.
1.2 wasn't good. And if 1.2 wasn't
Yeah,
good, then maybe it's like what? It's not
yeah.
right hand side, right? And Arm is obviously a spy if Pingu's Merlin. So left hand side and Pingu would be the only team he has.
Yeah.
But he's instantly picking 3.4.
Well,
And how does he do that?
yeah, you're right. And left-hand side Pingu, it's not picked, right? In M3. That's at Arbaz. No.
Yeah, I guess this is how he rejects 3.2 because it has zero Merlins.
Well, I'm just looking at a possibility, but I don't really lean Pingu Merlin, especially now that you point that out, that his team really should be left-hand side if he picks 1.3 after 1.2. Um, I don't
Bajanov
think Joe should
Merlin.
be VT.
What about JSM to
Who else
Bass?
would Joe be picked?
No, JSM to Bass would app square. Right, he picks Assassin because 1.4 is Morgana.
I think maybe he knows. Like, I don't know that if I was Percy to Baz there, I would opt because I don't think that Baz slams clean 3.1 like on a bad M1's team in
Mm,
that spot. Doing something like a pick reg or a incorrect pick app makes more sense.
that is true. I agree. It does take some intelligence, but it's very possible. Especially from JSM, and he's proven to be a thinking player. A lot of interesting and free picks. 3.1.
I don't know why Duck picks top. They're making a good point in chat right now. Like, why doesn't Duck pick clean or left hand side Pingu, which are better teams?
Mm-hmm. Good point. Yeah, it could be Doug to Bajanov even with Joe being like motherfucking beast.
I could see Duck to Joe too.
All Doug to Joe, but why is he not? Oh, because of 1.2. Yeah, that makes sense. But hmm, but if it's left hand side and Pingu
Oh,
and your dog,
I'm sorry. I
then
was
just 1.1.
confusing. My bad to cut you off, but I'm sorry. I was confusing Assassin and Morgana. I don't think Duck to Joe would pick top there, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's especially and also even left hand side and Pingu because Dak is picking 1.1 and then he sees his Merlin pick 1.2, which if it's correct, then you kind of assume that your pick was also good. It's rare for
Mhm.
Merlin to do a wrong 1.2 after 1.1 is correct.
Well, no, but on left hand side, Pingu 1.1 will be wrong.
Yeah,
So
and 1.2
Duck
would
would
be,
probably
oh
think,
yeah, and 1.2 would also be, okay, you're right here.
yeah. Yeah. So Duck might think, okay, maybe I, off pick the two
Mm.
VTs 1.1.
So Dak to Bajanov is something I see, but then JSM would be VT, and I'm not sure if I like that. And Dak to JSM picking top
I don't
instead
really
of,
like Duck to JSM, yeah, doing top.
yeah,
I guess let's just look at all of JSM's Percy's,
what
right?
about Pingu to
Like,
JSM?
Pingu to JSM makes some sense to on pick more when they're 1.4 hammer
Yeah, and then he's
because we're
apping
going to see their
Square.
team anyway.
He's apping Square because, like, why not? If you're
Yeah.
Percival and you reject 3.1, then you're fucking throwing.
Yeah. No, I agree that Pingu to JSM should pick should have square. Um,
And Pingu is rejecting top, and then he's rejecting 3.3 to insta repick. This insta repick is, well, it could just happen. Like, I won't read into this. I won't read into it. Maybe he just wanted to give Hammer to JSM. He probably did. You know, he was 3.5 and he just wanted to repick to give the most rest person hammer and
So
crit.
I definitely think Pingu's reject on 3.3 is easy to do. Um, well, I guess it's two Merlins, so never mind.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
like
just thinking that
straight
Arm's
up
team kind of has
persing.
to have Baz after 1.3, 1.4. He like picks Arm, like forcing Arm to pick a
Mm-hmm.
good pick, and then Arm tells
Yep.
Pingu that Baz is his res
And
if it's
2.5
going to be
fails,
JSM.
so you have only right hand side and ref for arm, like mathematically, pretty
Yeah,
much.
Arm's only team would be right hand side ref after
But
2.5
then
fail.
Bajanov, if you're Pingu to JSM, then Bajanov VT is like hard dressing JSM, so you will not override him. You just are like, okay, okay, bro, then JSM is rest.
Yeah, yeah, and even when you have a Merlin down to one team, sorry, give me 1 second.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't think that he would want to be too eager to test Arm's team at that point because if it gets to it, he can push it in
Yeah,
crit
like
if
you
like
literally can't because
Morgana folds.
Bajanov, who's conf for Arthur, is resting GSM. You just can't pick Arthur's team ever. It's just impossible. You can only unperceive it.
But would Pingu to JSM really reject 3.4?
The thing is, like, he's open Percying. This is obvious. We see this. Like, if he's Percival, then he really is a strong Percival to Joe. Pingu is a strong Percival to Joe. And the question is, does anyone
Yeah.
else have a strong Percivals? Bajanov, JSM to Baz. Rejecting 3.2 though? How is he rejecting 3.2 if he's Percival to Baz? Like, how the fuck?
I think 1.2 is like really strong and obviously just rejecting all the M3s.
Something doesn't really feel right here.
In my last like special game, I absolutely should have shot Mayor for just open Merlining and I dug too deep and went on reads and I'm just feeling like we got to blast JSM here for the open Merlin. Like it can't keep happening where people just
Mm-hmm.
play like this and then like don't take the shot because it's too obvious Merlin.
So Arm, so let's see two shots. I mean the chat because Arm just said that he has two shots, Dak or Joe. So let's think about Duck. Like he's Percival's preferably. Bajanov to Dak, rejecting square. Okay, well, he would know. That would be powerful. JSM to Dak, rejecting 3.2. Yeah, he couldn't really because 1.1. And 1.3, yeah, I don't think JSM to Duck rejects 3.2, so that kind of assumes that JSM is a VT. It's like Pingu to Duck, Bajanov to Duck.
Well, I think right now they're thinking JSM or JSM to Duck.
Yeah, JSM to Duck rejecting 3.2 is crazy. How is he rejecting 3.2?
Yeah, yeah, he can't reject 3.2. That's Percy to Duck.
So it's like Bajanov to Duck, probably.
I don't think I can really VT JSM, man.
Yeah, that's the
I mean,
thing.
it's
That's the thing.
maybe I can, maybe it's possible, but rejecting 3.2
And he's not Percival
to
to
pick,
anyone.
yeah, and then picking 3.4, I don't think he's Percy to anyone either.
And JSM
Maybe to Baz.
technically could be to Pingu with like killing left hand side and Pingu using some magic. And just slamming clean because he has a social read on Bass. And he knows that it's not square because of 1.3.
Yeah, I don't think JSM can be Percy, man. Like JSM to
Yeah.
Baz, I think apps 3.3, right? Like if top is gonna be picked there, I think you gotta app as Percy to Baz, right? Because that could totally be Arm's team.
That's the thing. Like JSM can't be VT'd, and he can't also be Percy'd really to anyone. And I can see like Pingu to JSM. I think Dark Psyduck to JSM. No, because of frequent.
Honestly,
Yeah, he
I
could.
think here's the thing. Like, I almost like Duck to Baz because that really explains the top pick. But
Mm.
does Duck to Baz like allow M2 plus one to be set up with both Merlins? Or
Oh,
do you think that
Doctor.
he,
Yeah, I think he could because well, it's a special game. He doesn't want to kill
yeah, not
anyone,
going to be too, yeah.
and like, what that
I don't
that
really hate
assumes
Duck
that
to
the
Baz.
JSM is a VT though. That's the problem.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
yeah,
combos
it
that
is
you could
a bug.
entertain. Excuse me.
But just like as a combo, like JSM's Percy to me seems like Pingu. And I don't know that like I feel that strongly about Pingu to JSM, like rejecting 3.4 into repick,
Hmm.
but maybe. Um, I think I just like almost am seeing the Duck to Baz line more clearly now. Like it is tough to deem JSM VT. I don't know if they're even talking about Duck to Baz at all. Were they talking about that?
I feel like they mentioned Bastion. No, because no. They said that they can't VT Joe, and that makes sense.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
actually makes sense. But the
I mean,
problem
like I
is
said,
this game is hard to
suicidal
solve.
Merlin should just get shot.
Crouton, I feel like this game doesn't have a like clear solve. Like something is at least one player did something that was not entirely logical, but probably on a read that was actually correct.
I don't know. I just
JSM
think Duck to
reject
Baz
3.1
knows the
pick.
whole game that Arm's only team is top, and that's like the only thing that makes it make sense to pick it there, you know? Because Duck knows
Hmm.
all M1s are good, and because it has to be right. Like
Oh yeah.
JSM off picks Merlins, Pingu picks Arm. Arm's not going to pick a bad M1 after that.
Oh, they're talking about Duck to Bass right now.
Oh, they are.
And Arm says that Duck to Boss is giving me no chance, which I don't really understand why is he saying this. He literally picks top 3.3. Where's the no chance on?
Yeah, that's right. He does give you a chance. Like he
No,
goes out of his
he
way to pick
straight up
something
fucking
that doesn't
picks
really
his
make
team.
sense.
He gives me no chance. The Percival in the meantime taking the team.
I mean, Duck just apped all M3s. How does Duck not give you a chance? He just added M1, which probably set up two Merlins, if that's the case. But yeah, I'm liking Duck to Baz more. I just think JSM went sicko mode, potentially.
You know what? I'm gonna keep it like vanilla because you're going for a shot that could be nominated even. If you are right on Dr. Baz and you're gonna be nominated for the best assassin. And me here, I'm just gonna be oh JSM is conf PR. He can't be Percy to anyone. Boom, smile.
I don't know. I do really like have that urge to just shoot the suicidal Merlin because I just watched Mayer do it and didn't shoot him. But
Hmm.
and I just
Yeah, that's the
see how that
thing.
combos. I want to make the
The
same mistake
mind
again. But
games. Because this is just like straight up mind games. Will I get shot for open Merlining?
I just think it's less likely to happen in a special game. Like
Really? Do you remember
like
that
Mayer
BB
player
2.5 off pick in the first tournament?
in the
Or
first
second?
tournament. What happened?
Or second, yeah, when BB was Merlin 2.5 and he just off picked clean. And Spice spent 40 minutes because back then we didn't have timer, or an hour even, and they didn't shoot him. But they wanted to and they changed their mind like last minute.
Yeah, that's like Mayer's same place for that. Sometimes he'll just like open Merlin to win missions and hope that spies overthink, and it works a lot. But I don't know if JSM is like that much of like. I think he's more likely to play this way as VT than as Merlin. Is my read on him, but I could be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's taking a page out of the vet's book. I think I like Duck to Baz though. I think I could see JSM doing this as PT. The only thing that really is hard for me is 3.2 reject.
If JSM is actually a VT, this is easily best VT play we've seen this
Yeah,
tournament.
it's going to be up there for sure.
Like, Arm is a very
Yeah,
logical shooter, and Raf is like saying that Duck is not Merlin because of my vibes.
he says, yeah. I mean, it's a tough balance, honestly. Both things are useful, especially when you play the game for a long time and you have a lot of games. Like to trust your gut and the vibes is like also a skill. You know,
You need to be
it's not
smart
just
about
about
this.
the info.
You need to be very smart about this because it's the same read can be like different on different people. Like if he says this,
Yeah,
one person will be spy for that, and the other person will be rest for that. So you just really need to be smart about what you're saying if you will try to incorporate reads. I think GSM did very well if he's not Merlin. Well, that's a wonderful point, Arm.
I don't think JSM has good Percies. Like JSM's only Percy to me is Pingu, and I just don't think it's very good. Like it's like not as strong as Duck to Bass.
Duck, no, Duck wouldn't be rejecting. No, Duck picking top maybe,
Duck does
going
not pick
Percy.
top, bro. I mean, yeah, it would be a crazy on Percy after
Hmm.
a M2 fail
Yeah,
and
it's not a
after
strong
JSM
Percy. Yeah.
solo reg
Bingo is a strong
or not
Percy to
solo reg.
GSM, yeah. Bajanov to GSM? I don't think so. Yeah, it's just like Pingu to GSM or Duck to Bajanov. And funnily enough, those are two separate combos.
Yeah, I
They
mean,
assumed
I
the
think
other.
this game is just tough because JSM went crazy as VT. That's how I'm feeling. I think JSM
He
just
knew
did things
clean,
that
man. Like he
green PR.
literally rejected everything and then he insta slammed 3.4.
Yeah, and then also picking 1.2, but then adding self to M1 is also like way too accurate. Like it shouldn't be that easy, you know? Because he accuses M1, M2 hammer M1,
Mm-hmm.
but then he
Yeah,
adds
yeah,
himself to
exactly.
clean M1.
Like, bro is just like on point all game. Jesus.
Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty set on Dr. Bass though, because I just don't really like Ping to JSM as much as a combo. I think I can like buy the JSM just had an absolute beast of a game where he was right about everything.
How much time do they have left? 2 minutes? So what would you go for? Would you go for Dark Side to Bajanov?
Yeah, I would. I mean, I'm making the same mistake that I made in the last special game, but I feel better about it this time.
Hmm. Well, I'll go for the Pingu to GSM
Okay.
because,
May
well,
the
we
best
have
man
to
win.
make it interesting in the first
Oh,
place.
no doubt, no doubt. Should we uh should we throw some stakes in the line?
Oh, that sounds interesting. Do you have any ideas? We have like a
Uh
minute and 20
if I'm
seconds.
right, you gotta bring me back for another special game.
How many specials do they have even?
Let me see the schedule.
Let me see, let me see. That's a very hard stakes thing.
Oh,
Well, you know what?
yeah, maybe
Fuck
not
it.
actually.
Fuck it. I take it on.
All right.
And if
There's
I'm right,
no specials left that I can actually commentate, but you have to find another spot for me to commentate with you.
wait, what the
Boot
fuck?
someone out. Oh, they shot Duck and Duck was Merlin. Okay. We were both off.
Wait, what the
Lost
hell's
to
going
Duck.
on? JSM's such a legend, and he. So it was actually
Yeah.
Baj. And how did he shoot this? How did he shoot this?
Wait, that is timer loss for spies? What is he talking about?
Let's see. No, the mission 4 succeeded at. Oh, it depends. Actually. Oh, that's gonna be an interesting case.
Well, the mods were telling him that he has until 31.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense because mission 3 passed like 54 passed.
I mean, they say you have until 30, but I think that means like when it turns to 31, then timer's up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But they shot it still on 30.
Wow, how did he shoot this shot? What? How is this? How is Doug dying here?
Yeah, this is an amazing
And you
shot.
know what's funny? That Rev, the first thing he said that, oh, I don't think it's Doug Merlin because he doesn't sound Merlin. Like all of this social that we even talked about, that you have to be smart. And
Yeah, yeah, that's an incredible shot.
so, okay,
I
let's
mean,
let's analyze this game, knowing the result now. 1.1 is
well, one
correct.
thing I want to note is that now Adios Pingu and um, Barely Legal, the fourth and fifth place teams,
Yeah,
get good points for this.
you should
So it
DM
gets a lot
Arm like
closer.
thank you, man, because like he just gave you some points.
Yeah, yeah, Arm pushed that duck shot, right?
Wow.
Well done, Arm.
So Bajanov is rejecting Square because, well, for VTs.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
he
that's
does
it. And
like
JSM is
conventional
just
VPs.
nose clean for some reason, like magically.
The 3.2 reject by JSM is just incredible. And then the fact that after JSM solo rejects 3.2, like Duck wants to slam top as Merlin, that's crazy. I feel like if top gets aft, they're in a bad spot.
All right, that was a crazy game. Damn.
Yeah, that was incredible. We were way off. It's tough to like keep up with the chat though while also commentating. Like
Yeah, that's
it's
true.
easy to miss a lot.
Well, all right, I guess let's wrap this up. So, thank you for being
Yeah,
here with me,
thanks for
Crouton.
having me.
It's a lot of fun, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next game.